Hi, Alan Babbitt here. This is a piece of work I call Dreaming of a Dream Within a Dream. It's part of an ongoing series in which I take several photographs that have nothing to do with one another and use pieces of each of them to recombine into a new reality or a surreality. As to what this means, well, that's your job. Let me know what you come up with, will you?
Where river and sea collide, fresh water into salt, and vice versa. Where salmon once ran, right here. I feel the prayers in the river. First Nation people once settled along both banks. I know that when I cross the bridge over the confluence, I am home free. I have made it through the gauntlet of fear. Confluence, 10 Mile River Series. Sumi ink, mica acrylic paint, iridescent oil sticks, 22 by 30 inches.
When George Floyd was killed, I was really depressed and angry. It was like the worst parts of history just kept repeating themselves. The video of his murder was everywhere, and I found myself reading a lot about what had happened. I was asking myself, how am I contributing to systemic racism, or how am I fighting it? I saw photos online of other people's reactions, the signs they had made, and the first protests emerged. With the COVID-19 pandemic, we were in the middle of the worst global health crisis in a century, but the murder of George Floyd became the most pressing issue city to city around our country. Within days after his death, the immediate response felt like a defining time in America. I wanted to document what was taking place, but the picture seemed bigger than anything I could capture with my camera. So I decided to make a collage to honor George Floyd and to bring these ideas and feelings from all corners of our country together in one place. I grabbed screenshots and took fragments from videos, photos, social media live streams, anywhere I could find the raw emotion of the moment, the anger, the ideas, and the range of perspectives that flooded our collective consciousness. My finished collage composition includes fragments from over 1,500 images in the 5 days following George Floyd's murder. But the world's response would continue for months and throughout 2020. It's devastating to think this image could be Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Tony McDade, Deion Johnson, or thousands of other Americans who have died because of racist or hateful acts. As a country, we are failing. Much individual and collective work is needed to achieve racial equity. I hope this piece serves as a reminder of the challenging moments in 2020 that are still with us, and speaks to the connections that we have with each other for the better. My name is Isaac Klotz. I'm a photographer, filmmaker, and visual artist.
Hello, I'm Janet Bogardus, a Bay Area painter and collagist. I'm delighted that this painting, Two Kinds of Flags, is showing in Gallery Route 1 in Point Reyes Station until February 14th in an exhibition called Crossing the Divide. It's part of a series of paintings and drawings which fuse collage with acrylic paint or liquid graphite and charcoal in disquieting landscapes showing homeless encampments crowded near corporate towers. They can also be seen at my solo show, Tents and Towers, at Manna Gallery in Oakland from Saturday, January 23rd to Saturday, March 3rd. I'll be at the reception on Saturday, January 30th from 2 to 4 p.m. if you'd like to stop by. I'm on Instagram as Janet Bogardus Art, and my website is janetbogardus.net.
Hello, I'm Jeff Dunn, and I'm very grateful to curator Donna Seeger and the Gallery Route 1 for showing my digital photographic print running on empty. Having been born in Hollywood, I've always been looking for ways to add drama to my work and elusive film noir implications. At Gallery Route 1, Running on Empty portrays a shadow of an unseen wanderer told by decrepit signs to gas up at the ruin of a ghostly gas station. Is the shadow, or perhaps the viewer, running on empty in life? A similar effect is generated by this print that won first place at the Marin County Fair in 2019, E is for Escape. Has an absent prisoner escaped a cell through a lighted window? But the ladder is too short. Perhaps, if in death, has only the soul escaped? Such is my hope in art, to generate questions in the mind of my viewers. Enjoy!
My name is Michael Goldman, and I'm an artist and designer. I was born in Rochester, New York, and I currently live and work in San Francisco, California. The work I have in the gallery is called Urban Pictograms, and it's a signage system based on the one the National Parks uses. Instead of pointing out boat launches and vista points, urban pictograms point out the diverse people and cultural phenomenon that exist in the city. Signs are attached to existing poles at places in the city where activities are present but might go unseen. The pieces cause you to pause and refocus your attention, changing your perspective of the city you live in. If you'd like to see more of my work, check out my website at consolidatedstudios.com, my Instagram page at Consolidated Studios, and my YouTube page at Consolidated Studios. Thanks so much for your interest in my work.
My name is Susan Doyle, and the title of my piece is 10,000 Lies. The Washington Post began counting Trump's lies during his presidency and posting the total each month. When that number reached 10,000, I became curious to see how that number would look visually. So I began stitching one stitch for each lie in a convoluted path, as lies tend to lead one. At the end of his presidency, the total number of lies had reached 30,534. The total number of stitches in this piece is 10,000, unless I'm lying.
Hi, my name is Valerie Corvin, and I am a mixed media abstract artist living here in the Bay Area. I'm thrilled to be part of the Crossing the Divide show at the Gallery Route 1. Such great artists have been included in this with fantastic work, so I'm really proud to be one of them. During the pandemic, I have found my way to collage art. It has been a very meditative practice for me and very introspective as well. I find playing with, so to say, bits of paper and a little bit of paint a way for me to try to make sense of what's going on in the world around me, which has been hard for all of us, I think, these last several months. So I see the way playing with collage is a way to make pieces of paper really collaborate, begin to have dialogue, begin to talk to one another, to form a composition that maybe evokes some harmony. So my piece, called United We Stand, is just about that, is about a wish for more cooperation, dialogue,
and harmony in the world. So thank you so much again. I'm thrilled to be part of this show.
Hi, and welcome to my studio.
These are pieces that I'm working on now. They are of friends and family, and they're photos that I took of ordinary people in the course of their daily lives.
The piece that's in the Gallery Route 1 juried show, Crossing the Divide, is called Bev and Ronda Riding the Subway. It's a piece about two friends of mine who are just laughing and having a good time on the subway. I deliberately paint in the pieces of the puzzle that are more important to me, which in this case is their faces and the relationship between the two of them. And I leave the subway just as a suggestion, so you can tell where
Hi, I'm Wendy Baker, and this is my Crossing the Great Divide painting. It's meant to be humorous, and with that, it is actually somewhat of a tribute or an homage to Chester Arnold, who paints a lot of craggy rocks in his work. And fitting for the COVID season, I have a person hanging from the bridge, kind of being caught in a limbo land. And this is painted on a heavy piece of birch wood. It's acrylic, and there's not too much else I can say about it. It's so on the nose for the topic of crossing the divide, and I've never done that before. But I thought I had nothing to lose. I'll take a chance and I'll do a painting just for this show. And I'm so happy that Donna selected it.